Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jones. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run here with Henderson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Hey, Joseph. Hey, Mike Davis.
ETN up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Handoff running left is Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the counter, Etienne. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now left side on the swing pass. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the front.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running left, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
Now Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Doolin. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Mark, 2021 is the season Jonathan Taylor arrived as one of the best backs in the NFL. He became the first Colt to ever win the running back triple crown, leading the league in carries, yards, and touchdowns. He didn't stop there, also leading in first downs, runs of 20-plus yards, and he had the longest run of the NFL season. Simply put, Taylor was the league's best at what he does by almost every possible metric.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Wrigley here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for the Jaguars, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a